like that. So this one you gotta push it in, that is around the key. This one out, take the other one out. More like that. You can probably find one behind you. Really tight link. And to get the see here, just really reach in there. See right here. I have Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to take out this ignition lock cylinder from any vehicle that you have. If you ever have any problems with it, or it doesn't turn, or it doesn't start, I'm going to show you how to replace it. So my problem here is that whenever I put my key in and I turn it, it gets stuck. See, right now it's like stuck. In some cars you got to push it in or something like that. So this one you got to push it in, turn it, but it's like stuck and it won't turn. And so I have to replace this one. And I'll be showing you how to do that in this video. The first thing you want to do is take out any ring that is around the key, or the lock cylinder, and just remove that from the lock cylinder. Then you want to check out if there's anything if there's any other panel that's holding it in or something that might be in the way of taking this kind of the panel out, or taking the lock cylinder out. So right here I have this little slot right here that's in the way. So I'll have to take out this whole entire panel just to get this out. So after you figured that out, you want to try to find any screws or any bolts that are holding in that panel. And right here I have one right below the little area where it's hooked on here. So if I just go all the way down, I have one screw on the corner right here. I have another screw that's it's hidden behind this panel. So I have to unclip this panel to get into that screw, or the bolt. And right here I have two screws under the hood release. And then after that, there's just a bunch of clips that hold on this panel. And that's all I need to take out to remove this. Alright, so to remove this bolt, I have a 10mm socket that I'm going to use to remove it. And all I need to do is take this one out, take the other one out, and then take the other two screws out. And then I'll be able to take this panel out. So now that I have this bolt removed, right here, I had that bolt removed from here, this panel is pretty loose from down here. The second thing I want to do is try to take out this panel to get to the other bolt. Now I've already taken out part of it, and it's pretty hard to get on this out because it's pretty tight space. And so if you go to any auto parts store or a store like that, you can probably find one of these prying tools. It probably comes with different sizes and all that. So if you can find one of those, you can easily get this and wedge it in there and then try to pry it open like this. And since I've already done that, I'm just going to take this out. And behind here, there's a bolt that is right over there. And I'm just going to take that out, and then I'll be able to take out these two screws and take this whole panel out. So now I have removed that bolt right here, and I have both the bolts from both sides of this. And now I'm just going to take out this screw. And if you have anything like this, it won't be a problem. Just take it out. If you want, you can take this out. But if you don't need to, and if there's nothing important in there, you can easily pop this out. But if you have a long panel like this in your car, you can easily just you probably need to take out some bolts, but you'll be able to take this half, just pry it out a little bit, and then you'll be able to get access into the lock cylinder from below. So if you can see here, under the hood release lever, I have two screws underneath, but I can't get into there with my screwdriver. It's a pretty tight angle, and to get that to get access into that, all you have to do is just pull it. And if you heard that click, that was the hood that was released. And so now you can easily just pull this up, and then you can get your screwdriver in there. As you can see right here, I can easily get the screwdriver in now that I popped the hood lever, so that I can put the hood lever all the way up and still get the screwdriver in. See if I can just easily reach in there and then untighten or unscrew that screw. I've already got one screw out, and it was very simple after I pulled that lever. As you can see right here, I have both the screws and both the bolts right here, and I've taken them all out. This one's out, that bolt from there's out, and from behind this little panel. And so now I can easily take this out after I unclip all the clips. Going back to underneath the lock cylinder, I have this little panel right here, and all I need to do is wedge this little this wedge in here and just pop out that clip. But since it's so tight, I might need to actually get a little bit more free, get this a little more free. So I want to just wedge it between here and open this clip right here on this little panel. But down here it's really loose, so I have a good amount of space to get my wedge in there and then unfree this little clip from here. And so I'm just gonna get that clip out, and then I can easily get this one out. So I've gotten both the clips out from there, and so I can get access to here. I got this clip out too, and now the whole thing is out as after I got these clips out as well. And as you can see, I have one wire here and one back there. So you just want to be careful of those if you actually want to take out the entire panel. And you ought to mark them so you know which one it is, or just remember where they go. And so right here, underneath of the lock cylinder, here's the lock cylinder. Underneath there'll be a hole. In fact, I have two of them. There's one on top over there, right over there, and there's one over here. Where the tip of my finger is. And so there's two of those holes, and the one that's on the left is a screw hole, for the screw, as you can see right there. And the other one is just a hole with a pin, where you just put a pin in there or something like that to you just gotta push it up on that, and then the lock cylinder would pop out. But the first thing you want to do is grab your keys and set your lock cylinder to the ACC position. So you can see it's on the ACC position. Now you can easily just take that locks pin, and after you push up on it, you can just pull this out, and you'll be able to take out the lock cylinder. So now this is the lock cylinder right here. That was a lock cylinder, and that pin that you just pushed up was this one. It is a little pin that just unlocks it from the actual car. Now if you put on the lock position, it won't come out because it's still stuck on there. So that it's you need the key to take it out, so that not just anyone can get into it. You need the key to get this out. And now if you ever want to just replace it, all you have to do is put in the lock position, take the key out, replace it with your new cylinder, and then just take the key, put it in there, turn it to the ACC position, and then slide it back in. I have the new lock cylinder, and I put it onto the ACC position. Now this is going to be really loose. If you can see here, that is the place where it's supposed to be. If you push it all the way back, that is a regular position, but it will keep sliding back and forth. So you want to make sure it is the top of the key is on the dot on the ACC position. That way when you slide it back in, that little notch right there will hook on to this little hole right here. So now just want to slide that back in. Onto the ACC position. As you can see, when I put it onto this little side, it doesn't push in. As soon as I put it in, it'll go back in. And if you heard that click, that was it. That was the click that secures it onto there. That was that little pin that you had to push up to unlock it. And now it's locked in there. It's pretty tight. And now all you have to do is just reverse the procedure you use to take this out. And you want to put everything back in. And then you'll be all set. So now I just want to pop all these clips back in. So I'm just going to take it, set it back to where it was. So as you can see, it's right here. So I'm going to push this up. and push all the clips back in. And to make sure they're all tight, just give them a little hit with your fist, and they should be all in. After that, you want to put the screws back in here and the 2 bolts that were there, and then put the little cap back on top of the lock cylinder, and then make sure you close your hood, and you'll be all set to go. Okay, so I have all the bolts and screws back in. I have this one back in. I have the 2 screws that were behind the hood release lever, and I have the bolt that was behind this little panel right here. Now I've clipped in this panel. I've clipped in this this back panel too, and now I'm just gonna put this back on. This little ring that was around here, and make sure they're aligned with the little slot going up. Okay, make sure it's tightly in there, and it's good. Now all you want to do is close your hood, and you'll be all set to go. Thanks for watching this video, and join me next time.